Hey guys, ADPC Customs here again with a new video. I wanted to talk to you guys about free software, and particularly on this occasion, free video editing software. Plenty of people have been rather fed up with Adobe and how much it costs and their less than positive practices when it comes to the subscriptions. And let's be honest, Adobe's video editing software does crash quite frequently for a lot of people, and it is very RAM intensive. So I have a free piece of software here for you to check out, and let's have a look-see at what this looks like and what it is. Okay, so here we are. It's VSDC Video Editor. It's a free piece of software. There is a paid version, but there is a free version which is quite well stocked with features straight out of the box. So you can see the website here. Let's close this. You can see the website here. I will link it in the description. This is what I use to edit my videos. I've not gone into great detail learning all the tricks and all the fancy editing techniques, but for just starting out doing basic cutting and merging and a few other bits and pieces, it's pretty good. So on the website, you've got an explanation of it, as you can see here, and a few screenshots. And as I say, it's completely free. So you just go to the site, and if you go to the download section, you've got the option to download any of their software here. They've got audio grabber, audio converter, video converter, screen recorder, and their video editor. I've not tried any of the other products as of yet. Only the video editor. So you click on video editor, and it brings you here, and you've got the options here. It is available on iOS, and there's both 32-bit and 62-bit versions for Windows. So I'm not going to download this. I already have it installed. So we'll click down here and show you the program in action. So as you can see, this is how you're greeted when you first open the app. Now, I haven't paid for the Pro version. If you click on the upgrade, it'll take you to the pricing on the website. To the payment screen at the very least. £23.20. And as far as I'm aware, this is a one-time payment. And that's it. You're done. It doesn't state that you're paying for a license, or you're paying monthly, or you've got to pay for a year, and then you pay for another year. As far as I'm aware, you pay once and it's yours, and you get your updates. You still get updates even if you don't pay. So these are the advantages. If you go for the Pro version, you get a full multimedia editing suite, advanced settings for pro editing, hardware acceleration, sub-pixel resolution, audio waveform, advanced masking tool, advanced chroma key, and premium technical support. Now, you get pretty good technical support anyway. They have got, well, as far as I'm aware, I've never had a problem that I've needed to contact technical support. But they do have a lot of how-tos, and there is plenty of help topics and learning materials for you to learn how to use the software. So I'm just going to close this. So this is your opening screen. As you can see, I've been using it already. And to start a brand new project, you click blank project, enter a title for it, the author. There you go, you found out who I am. Fill all this in, what you're doing the video for. You've got the option, pre-configuration, YouTube, Instagram TV, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Vimeo, iPhone or iPad, Android or DVD. Obviously, if you're making YouTube videos, you're going to select YouTube. Select the resolution, 1920 by 1080 in my case, which is full HD. It does do resolution up to 8K. And you can do custom resolutions. You can manually set your height and width and your refresh rate, your frequency. And your frame rate, 60 FPS or as low as 4 FPS. And whether it's going to be mono, stereo, or with no audio, and a background color if your video is going to be smaller than than full screen resolution. You've got your templates you can choose from, and you can set your proxy path. So we click finish, and here is your editing screen. You have your timeline down here, down at the bottom, with all your different layers. You can turn them on and off. You do have a color scope here, and your properties window, which changes depending on what tool you're using. You've got your templates here for all your different effects, audio effects, visual effects, and so on. Your selection tool, adding sprites, adding a duplicate object, adding a line or a curved line, rectangle, ellipse, free shape, adding text, closed captions or subtitles, tooltips, adding a chart, animations, images, sounds, adding a video, and so on. Add a movement effect, tracking point, and so on. And you have a wizard here to help you create a sequence of multimedia files, adding objects, video effects, audio effects, text effects. And then up here, this is the same as this, and it will also appear down here when you have a video in your timeline. So let me see if I can bring in a clip. Here we are. We'll bring in my original footage for my CrowdStrike video. Drag that in, and you get your timeline like so. This can all be adjusted so that it's easier to see, like so. So you can see the frames that it's broken it down into. It's not individual frames, but it works. Keep it a bit smaller. And obviously this is your first layer, which is your video. Now, you do playback through this. You can choose to preview it at a different quality or at the original quality. And you play through to a point. And obviously, during this video, I made a couple of mistakes, but you get to a point. You decide you don't need this footage, so you can click here or here, as long as the video section on your timeline is selected. To me, this looks like a razor blade, but it's the split icon. So click this, and it will split this one thing into two. As you can see, that's now split into two separate videos. Now you've got the option, you can remerge it back together, leave it like this, or because you're done with this section here, right click, brings up a menu, and you can copy it, cut it, delete it, and so on and so forth, duplicate it, do effects on it. I'll just delete it as a demonstration. Drag it back so it's at the beginning of the timeline. The scrub stays where you left it. So if you wanted to go back to the beginning, you'll have to manually drag it back. Now, you can add text. If you look here, it shows where to position the object from the cursor position, i.e. wherever this is, the whole parent duration, so the whole of the video, by work area, from the start of the scene to the end of the scene, from a manual position to a manual position, lock it, the start and the end, insert as a new layer, add new layer, insert to this layer, so you can burn it in as a burnt in subtitle. Now, if you choose a manual from to position, you can edit it here. Now, if you just put it in as is, like so, you get your little crosshairs, drag yourself a text box, and start typing. And you'll notice it's added a new layer. Now it's added it above me on this. Sometimes it might come below. And you can edit all of this up here with the color, the brush color, the contour color. You can change the font size, italics and bold, and choose a different font and so on and so forth. And by grabbing these little boxes at the end here, you can change duration, and you can drag it along the timeline to anywhere in particular. So we'll drag it to here, and then we'll scrub along, and it comes up. And you can edit a lot of this here as well, and you can change the names so you know what you're working with. So you know, if you've got multiple text items on here, you click in here and change it to press enter, and it'll change it down here so you know which text object is which text object. And you can change at what point in the video it appears and how long it stays on for. You can have a transparent brush, change the text color, and so on and so forth. From here, you can fit to width, fit to height, fit to size, like so. So it fits better. You've got transition options here for your videos. Now, if you want to add other things in, you can also add in audio assets. So position your cursor where you want it. Now I'm going to demonstrate something I do with my videos. Some of you may think it's chintzy and boring and not particularly good. I like doing it. So I'm going to drag in my opening music, which, as everybody knows, is the Windows XP boot up sound. And that will pop that straight in there. And that will play at the beginning of the video. And then at the end of the video, what I like to do, just after I've faded out and my logo is present, I add in another layer, which is my outro music, which is the XP shutdown. And as you can see, if it was bigger, if there was more music, if it was a longer file, it'd have the name on it, but that comes up here. You can also add, obviously can drag in more video clips and insert them where you want, or have them overlaid over the top as a different layer and do more mixing and fading in and fading out and so on and so forth. You can even separate the audio from a video. If you captured the video with audio at the same time, you can separate the audio, and that will enable you to cut out certain sections of audio, mute certain sections of audio, bleep sections of audio, replace sections of audio, add background music as separate audio. All wonderful. As you can see, you can do the separate because that's the sound files there. Now, you can add in pictures. Whoops, loaded that up instead of dragging it in. I can drag that in, and it will add that. Unfortunately for me, it added it at the end, but stretch that out a bit. See? Move that to about there. So, just a quick demonstration. One moment. We will turn off the volume so we don't get feedback on the microphone. So we'll play that through to there. And as it fades into the next scene, up comes the sample text. If we pause it here, there are keyboard shortcuts as well. Spacebar will pause it. We'll shrink the sample text down a little bit, and we will move the blue screen as well. Carry on playback. Can't edit anything on your timeline while it's playing back. So as you can see, doing all of this, got everything sorted now in my clip. Sample text stays up. It will disappear when the timeline passes by that. I've not gone into great depth with learning how to do a lot of the editing yet. I'm still relatively new to this, and I just want to get the videos out there. This is a very good piece of software. So as you can see, we're going to come to the end of the added text, and it will now disappear. And then over the next few seconds, the video will continue rolling, and then it will insert an image. Now this may go over the top. I've not used this yet. Now it's not doing it for some reason. I'm guessing you'd have to do some sort of transition. But you can add in pictures, and for me, the way I'd do this, because I probably would separate the audio from the video, and then just chop out a chunk of video here. If I can get it lined up properly. There we go. So, chop that there. Select it first, then chop it. That will separate that there. Now you can rename all these separate clips. As you separate it into different clips, you can rename it, or it will automatically give it the file name plus a numerical amendment to show you which one it is. Bring this to the end of here. So, not quite at the end, but it doesn't really matter. Cut that, and then delete this entire section. I would have separated the audio first, but I haven't separated the audio for the demonstration. Then, oh no, I did the wrong one. We have undo and redo, bonus. So, select the correct piece, delete it, go back, playback, comes to the end of the video section. And if I've got the bleed right, there we go, cuts into the picture, and we'll continue along through that, and as it gets to the end, the video will start up again. So you can do some simple but effective video editing with it. And then you've got your tools menus up here. This will probably automatically prompt you to download the software if you haven't got it. Direct upload to YouTube if you choose to use that. I don't. Because once I've finished rendering out the video, I will watch it back and see if there's anything further I'd like to do. Watch it back through Media Player or something like that. You can select projects from here, open a new one, open a project that you've already got, select a new project, open from the cloud if you've got cloud saves, so on and so forth. scenes, load a new scene, add a new scene, remove all scenes, preview a scene, and so on and so forth. Back to the editor brings you back to this. You can adjust levels and contrast and so on and so forth. Make it go grayscale, make it look like it's a really sad video. Auto contrast, auto levels, grayscale off, auto levels, auto contrast, remove all, so it's back to the original there. And you can see you've got your color waveform here. So when you've done editing your video and you think you're happy with it, you click on here to export project and it'll load up this screen here. Give you all the information for it. If you change the title in the setup screen at the beginning, that will be here. Tells you all the details of this. You choose this, one of these. If it's for Android, you'll click here and it'll give you the option of just an MP4 format, DVD to DVD, VCD, AVI, MPG, iPhone or iPad, set to an MP4, PC, give you more choices because you've got different video formats that a PC is capable of. Web format gives you further choices to encode for YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Vimeo, just straight to an MP4, WebM, FLV, SWF, or GIF. And yes, I said GIF, not GIF. I don't care what anyone says. Then you'll click on Export Project. When you click on Export Project, if you've not bought the Pro version, it'll prompt you and say you can't use your hardware acceleration here because you've not paid for it. And you click Continue. It'll prompt you to save it. Now, when you save it, it'll save it as a project file in your in the folder that you've selected on your hard drive. Now, this is for me. It's in the Documents folder under Flash Integro Video Editor, and it'll save it as a vproj file, .vproj file, which means if you have to leave the edit and come back to it, you can reload it from where you've got to instead of starting all over again. If you want to re-edit the project, you can re-edit the project, add more to it, take more out of it, and so on and so forth. I'm not going to save this because I'm not going to actually export it. So you cancel that. And then when you do this and continue and you don't save, it will begin encoding. And then at the end, it'll ask you if you... I'll let it encode. Shouldn't take too long. How long is it going to take? It doesn't say. You let it encode and it'll do... We'll stop the conversion actually. And we'll go back to the edit and we'll make it even quicker. Because we are going to chop out a huge chunk at the end here. Just for the sake of expediting this. Click on this and delete. So we'll go back to Export Project. We'll go Export, Continue. I'm not going to save it on this occasion. I won't be using this. And yes, because obviously this is the same output file as I just interrupted. So yes, I will go in and delete this later. It will begin the conversion ready for upload. You've got the options here as well. You can set it so that once it's finished encoding, it'll shut down your PC. So you can leave if you want to leave it unattended while you go out, that's fine. You can turn off the preview so you don't have to have this playing back while it's encoding. Here's all your information down here for the file, any additional settings. Change the title here and the author here, so on. 360 and 3D video settings if that's what you're working with. This is going to take about another 12 minutes. I will speed this up in the edit. Because no one wants to sit here for 12 minutes while a video encodes. Okay, I've cut a whole bunch of that out Come back. There's 6.5 minutes left. It's about halfway through. But while this completes, we'll go back to the website. In their support section, there is a user help manual, a learn FAQ, how-to, feedbacks, school licensing, and news regarding the development of the software. There are regular updates. I've received a couple of updates recently. One just yesterday when I reopened the software to edit my last video. Now, if you go into here, user help manual. It's a user manual, detailed description of the program, and with a focus on the interface and all the functions, etc. Other technical support information. And I believe that will be part of when you download the full version, when you've purchased the Pro license. Their FAQ section. Fairly good. What features, formats, tutorials, and so on. Even a how to uninstall. Support email address, and so on and so forth, as you would hope for and expect. And the restrictions. The subscription, is valid for 1 year and can be used on 2 computers. So if you have 2 editing suites, or you've got a small channel with 2 editors, you can use the same license on 2 separate systems. That's great. Yes, it is only for 1 year, but it's less than £30 for an entire year of Pro support. That's pretty good, if you ask me. It does say here, where can I see video tutorials with basic editing operations? And very simple. On YouTube. That might not be what it says in the FAQ, but it probably is. No, that's the wrong one. Whoops. Here we are. At our YouTube channel. And then there's a link to open the YouTube channel up. And here it is. And they are great people. I sent them an email regarding making a video and asking if they would have a problem with me covering it. Just because I'm new to YouTube and didn't want to step on anybody's toes. And if there were any assets that I could use in the video that they might have, that they might want me to use, or if I can just clip their YouTube videos for it and so on. And they were very quick to get back to me and very polite, saying, yeah, go for it, not a problem. So, as you can see, they have a fairly comprehensive collection of videos here on how to use their software and information about their updates when it's a large update, how to achieve certain effects, and probably way down an introduction to it and how to use how to do the basics of it. Color gradings included here, how to recreate certain looks from movies and TV shows and so on and so forth. Lots and lots of information here telling you how to go about using the software. How to make an upside down parallax effect in VSDC. This is brilliant. Shows you how to do all of it, step by step. How to create a VHS effect, how to create an animated map, how to get started, a beginner's guide, a new version of their beginner's guide. So they've updated their beginner's guide. Don't know if they've got any shorts. Yep, they've even got shorts, playlists, color scopes, playlists on pretty much anything you could want to learn how to do with the software. And they actually have their community tab active as well. Mine's active, no one ever uses it. But yeah. Free active. Well, look at that. We've decided to do something special and giving away free activation keys for our video transition templates. You can find all the details on our social media pages. They're on Twitter, I will not call it X, on Twitter and Facebook. This is from 2 weeks ago. I don't know how long it was running for. Let's have a look at their Twitter, shall we? Yeah. Versatile editing suite for creating movies of any complexity, compatible with videos by any device from Blackmagic and GoPro to standard mobile cameras. So you can use any video capturing equipment and edit it using their software. And there is a free version, as I've been showing you, there is a free version which is pretty strong to start with without having to pay for the pro license. So let's go back. Oh, conversion completed. Do you want to upload your video to YouTube? I've not set this up to automatically upload it. I'd never bothered with that. I manually upload, so I've never done this. So if I go yes, it will expect you to put in all your details to log in. I'm not going to do that. So it's going to have saved it. Then you go to your YouTube channel and do the upload. That simple. Really. That simple. It's done me well enough. I managed to create all the videos on my channel, apart from the couple of shorts on it. I recorded in OBS and brought in the raw footage into this software, into VSDC video editor, and edited it, cut it, trimmed it, and so on and so forth in this, exported it and uploaded it to YouTube, and at least one of my videos has managed to get 300 views, so it can't be terrible, can it? So there you go. I personally think this is a brilliant piece of software. You don't need to buy the pro license to get started. Once you get properly stuck in and you've gone through the learning curves and you've learned to do more things and you start to want to experiment more and you haven't got those features available to you, you can buy the pro license for a year for less than £30. Let's have a look at the options and see what's in here. So you can change a bunch of your options as well. There is a skin. There are skins or colors. I'm not using one at the moment. Change all of these options, including your internet connection, saving options, editor options, timeline options, proxy options. I do apologize. I thought that was turned off. Let's go back into it. Let's go back into export. I want to get back to the pricing. So, £23.20 plus VAT at 20% takes it to £27.84 for a 1 year license for 2 computers. Now that's pretty good. That is €33. And for any American viewers, $35.99. $35.99 for 1 year of editing software, pro features for 2 systems, and you're not stuck with any ridiculous cancellation fees. Yes, you might not have some of the features that Adobe have, like their AI and so on and so forth, but you really need AI. So, no, I personally think it's pretty good. There is also other editing software available. I've checked out a couple. I tried Adobe Premiere. I can't get used to that. I don't like it. It's overpriced. It's glitchy, in my opinion. And what we already know about Adobe is they like to charge you about £150 to get out of your subscription, because they don't tell you you're paying for a 1-year subscription that you're paying for monthly, or if you're paying a month-by-month basis, they will subscribe you for 1 year, and you are locked in for that year, even though you're paying it monthly. And if you cancel it at any point, there is a cancellation fee. Now, this made the news fairly recently, that, well, a few months back, I think it was now, but there was a tech linked on it from LMG. There was Lewis Rossman even talked about it. He really did not like that. Within 30 days, if you buy the subscription and within 30 days you're not satisfied with it, you can get a refund. Can't say fairer than that. And they're upfront about it. They're upfront about how long you've got to get your refund. But at the end of the day, you're paying less than £30 for a 1-year license. Less than £30 for an entire year. Even if you don't use it very often, it's negligible. I mean, just to take the mickey here. What was the price we worked out it was? We found out it was less than £30. So, whoa, doubled it. So 27.84 for 1 year, right? So if we divide that by 12 months, if it was going to be a monthly subscription, £2.32 a month. Let's have a look at Adobe Premiere. Let's have a look at that now. You get a free trial. Great. And plans start at £21.98 per month. So it's a little cheaper than VSDC, but that's per month. You get the whole year for just a little bit more than that with the VSDC. I can never get it right. It does appear that they have changed their advertising for their monthly plans, as per, I believe, a European Union request. And they've even got details of the free trial now, what that includes and how that works. Yeah, 7-day free trial. So your trial is for 1 week. Get the full app with the latest updates. You won't be charged until after the free trial ends. And if you cancel within 14 days, and I'm guessing that is the 7-day trial plus 7 days after your first payment, you will be able to get a refund. You get 30 days to get a refund for a Pro on Flash Integro's VSDC, and then you can go back to using the free version. Much better deal, if you ask me. So, that is Flash Integro's VSDC free video editor. And how to, let's look, I forgot to mention this. Step-by-step guides for everything you could need to learn to get started with it. So yeah, that is VSDC free video editor. I use it. I'm sure there's quite a few other people use it. I don't know how many other YouTubers use it. There are a few that use DaVinci Resolve, which I have tried. It's got a steeper learning curve, I think. That also has a free version. and their claim to fame is Hollywood movies are edited with that. I don't know about VSDC if they can claim anything similar, but it's a quite well equipped suite of editing tools. And if you're wanting to get into video editing, or you're getting started in YouTube and you don't want to pay Adobe's prices, I recommend it. I really do. It's a very good piece of software, and they seem like a really nice company. They answer their emails quite promptly, usually within a couple of days. So, with all that said, comment down below what you think, and if you've tried it or if you're going to try it. Like the video if you like the video. Subscribe, please. I have 7 subscribers. I would like to get into double digits at some point. So like, subscribe, comment below, and I will see you next time.